So if you've lived in McPherson for a while, you would know there's one thing that this town loves more than anything else in the world. It's an activity that has been a part of MHS for many decades and has had many successful students come out of this program. Now, I think we all kind of have an idea of what this might be in our heads, so I think if we all just say the answer out loud, we'll get it off our chest. So on the count of three, let's say it out loud. 1, 2, 3. The music program. What? Hold on. Okay. So I guess we're not on the same page here. So you're probably right. Basketball is more well known around here and more loved by the school and the community. But that doesn't mean that what I was saying wasn't true. Basketball and the fine arts have been around at MHS for many years, and there have been many successful students come out of both programs. Now, while both programs have success in their respective areas, the music department doesn't have as much support from the student body. So, as a senior, I've been a part of the MHS girls basketball team, the MHS band, and the choir program for 4 years, so I have a first-hand experience at the drastic difference between attendance in both areas. So it's easy to say that success in both depends on the support from the community, especially from high school students. In a section titled According to Jim in the Mid-Kansas Sports Magazine, Jim Joyner has looked into the rich history of basketball program success. He's found that the girls and boys teams have won 84% of their home games since 1963. Now, the belief of home court advantage probably applies to fine arts as well. So today I'm going to elaborate on the problem facing music departments, the simple solution to this problem, and ways that both people in attendance and musicians can benefit from it. So in order to understand how you can contribute to the solution, it's important to understand the problem that the programs face. So the main problem music departments have to deal with is the little support that they get from the high schools, mainly from the students and the administration. Attendance for fine arts isn't near as close as the attendance for basketball games here, and it's mostly because of the tradition that's behind the program. The music department hasn't had a chance to develop deep roots, and that has resulted in them struggling to get support and funds from the public. So without publicity and a foundation, it's hard to generate funds and resources in order for the programs to be successful. Now, the directors find it hard to buy materials that are needed for the many students that they are involved in these programs. That makes attendance and exposure a vital part of the success in this program. Now that I've shared a little bit about the problem at hand, I'm going to explain the solution to it. Now, this solution is quite simple. Go out and attend the concerts. Now, these concerts normally only last about an hour at the most, which is about as long as a high school basketball game will last. Now, I understand it might be a bit more exciting to go and watch a basketball game rather than sit down and watch a whole bunch of people sing on a stage. But that doesn't mean that the students in each of these areas are any less talented or dedicated to their respective activities. In the Music Educators Journal, Mike Morgan, who is a music director, an athletic director, and a head football coach at his local high school, talks about how the two aren't very different at all. He mentions how sports and fine arts encourage students to set and achieve their goals, to work hard, practice, and have discipline. This leads me into my next point, the benefits of attending concerts for the audience and for the programs themselves. There are many ways in which a person can benefit from attending a concert. It's well known that by listening to music in general, it can help you relax, it can relieve stress, and it can help calm you down, which are three things that high schoolers think about quite often. This is why people visit hospitals, bring instruments, and play music for the patients to help them calm down and get a positive outlook on their situation. Now, it's important for high school students to use programs like Spotify and Pandora to listen to music while they're doing homework or on the car ride to school so that they can also experience these benefits. But a more productive way of utilizing them is by attending live performances where you can see your own classmates doing what they love. And also, live performances have auditory sense, help stimulate auditory senses that listening to music through headphones won't meet. The musicians also have benefits by performing music for the audience. In the National Association for Music Educators, they list 20 important benefits for music in our schools. Now I'm only going to explain a few of them. So number 5 is a sense of achievement. Number 8, an emotional development. Number 14, musical instruments teach discipline. And number 16, they develop creative thinking. Now another thing on this list is that students involved in music in high school have better SAT scores. This is mentioned in a 2006 book titled Critical Evidence: How the Arts Benefit Student Achievement. And the author S.S. Ruppert listed information from the College Board from the 2005 SAT scores. They list both the verbal and the math scores for students that have been involved in music programs for different intervals of time. And it is shown here that the more years a student is involved in music programs, the higher their scores become. Now, in some cases, students might feel discouraged when they perform their concerts because there aren't a lot of people attending them. So when they spend weeks and weeks preparing music, and then they get out on the stage, they perform, they feel great, but they look out in the audience and there are rarely anyone there. It's extremely discouraging, and I would know because I've been there before many times. And it might even cause them to quit. So none of these benefits would even be possible if there are no students participating in these programs. So now that I've talked to you a little bit about the problem facing music departments, the solution to this problem, and the benefits that the audience and the musicians can receive, I hope you are all a little bit more eager to attend your next concert. Lucky for you, that opportunity might not be so far in the future. Next Monday, there will be a band concert at 7:30 in the auditorium that you are all welcome to attend. And then the next day, a Tuesday, mind you, that's normally a day we'll play basketball, but on that Tuesday we do not have a game. So I encourage you to come out and listen to the choir concert at 6:30. Both of these concerts will feature Christmas music that we have been preparing for a long time. And so the next time you think about what to do on a Monday evening, if you're really bored, just think about coming out to a concert to help support your students and to benefit yourself. Thank you.